inspirational. On behalf of all of us, we wish you that your dream comes true sooner. Next, we have a topic under dynamic leadership. This speaker plays an important role in building India. He is managing his family business, which is into construction. He is a civil engineer and completed management program post civil engineering. His moment of freedom is when he sneaks from home to meet friends between 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Top responsibility is making self and parents happy. Actually contradictory. Favorite freedom fighters are Bapu and Dr. Ambedkar. Before I call him, can I request Toastmaster Satish, his evaluator, to share the guiding principles of his speech, please.
Good afternoon, PM Modi and fellow members. Toastmaster Dinesh is attempting the speech from Dynamic Leadership Path, Project 2. Project 2 has 3 speeches. He is delivering his first speech, which is evaluation and feedback for speech. The speech objective is, the purpose of this project is for the member to present a speech on any topic, receive feedback and apply the feedback to a second speech. Timer, please note the time is 5 to 7 minutes. All the best, Dinesh, and over to you, team.
Thank you, Toastmaster Satish. So may I call upon Toastmaster Dinesh to deliver his speech, Art of Giving, under Dynamic Leadership category. Toastmaster Dinesh.
Before I start my speech, I just want to mention something that I saw on the newsfeed while using the phone. Prime Minister Modi has directed RBI to transfer 5 lakh rupees into the bank account of every Indian, keeping his election promise. An average Indian mindset glows like a 100-watt bulb on hearing the word free, and I can see a lot of glow here as well. Good afternoon, Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Freebies today is one of the most important tactics for governments and MNCs. The government target the voter and the MNCs target the customer. Before election, major political parties, irrespective of all political parties, give out cash to all the voters so that the voter votes for the candidate who gave money for them. After getting elected, they give out legal freebies in the form of TV, mixie, grinder, etc. As Nobel Prize winning economist Milton Friedman says, there is no such thing as free lunch. These legal freebies has put the state under tremendous economical crunch. The loan of the Tamil Nadu government has cost 2.56 lakh crore and the per capita head has cost 35,000 rupees. Guess how many schools we could have built if there were no freebies given from the year 2006 till 2018? Any guess? We could have built 20,000 schools. Yes, we could have built 20,000 schools if there were no freebies given from the year 2006 till 2018. Even the corporates give out freebies, but there is much strategy behind them. On the surface, freebies may seem like obvious money losers, but when they are handled wisely, they are money spinners. A good example is when I was in Singapore, we have this famous convenience store called 7-Eleven. One fine day every year, they give out a freebie called Slurpee for free. Slurpee is just a carbonated drink which is made of multiple flavors. So, one fine day when they give it for free, you just enter the store, you ask for a free Slurpee, you take it and you go out without paying. So obviously the 7-Eleven and through the Slurpee should have made a lot of loss through this free Slurpee scheme. But actually the sales shot up by 38% of the free Slurpee day. This was attributed because those who bought the free Slurpee felt very guilty of not paying one and they later bought a bigger one and purchased it. Personally for me on the free Slurpee day, I never had any guilty feeling of such sorts. I would go and buy even 10 cups of Slurpee for free. Even when the staff were showing faces towards me, I never really minded about it. Coming to India, we have seen Jio Telecom by Reliance Industries. When I mean Reliance, I mean the bigger brother, not the smaller one, as he's gone bankrupt. Jio started with the welcome offer, then moved on to the Happy New Year offer, then to the Dandanadan offer, and now they are the Monsoon Hangam offer. No matter what the name of the offer is, they offer data plans and outgoing calls at throwaway prices. Today, Jio is the largest internet service provider in the country, and that's why Mukesh Ambani rightly felt that data is the oil of the 21st century. He laid 4G cables worth 1,500 crores. Before Jio came into existence, we were used to use 1 GB of data for 1 month, but today 1 GB of data per day is not enough. Coming to the rural parts of India, to the farmer distress, in spite of subsidies in fertilizers, subsidies in seeds, and minimum support price program, and then the farming loan waivers, free water, free electricity, the farming sector in India is in a terrible state. more than 2.5 lakh farmers in India have committed suicide in the past 15 years alone. The freebies is not the solution to farmer distress, but productivity is. In India, only 4 tons of rice is produced per hectare, but in developed states they produce 15 to 16 tons of rice per hectare. Do you know how many liters of water it takes to produce 1 kg of rice in India? 2,000 liters. Yes, it takes 2,000 liters to produce 1 kg of rice in India. But in neighboring countries like China, they produce 1 kg of rice in 500 to 600 liters. I'm not coming here today and saying that the government should throw away all the subsidy schemes and that there's no strategy behind them and only the corporates have a particular strategy towards freebies. No, I'm not saying that at all. What I'm trying to say is that a good subsidy scheme like the midday meal scheme, in which Tamil Nadu is proud to pioneer, should be continued. In the year 1962 when it was started, only 15 lakh students were getting benefited because of it. But today in 2018, it has expanded multifold and more than 15 crore students in India are getting benefited. Even the central government is contemplating to rename the midday meal scheme as Kamaraj midday meal scheme. Tamil Nadu state should be proud of it. And in fact, my father used to say that when this midday meal scheme was given, economic and political pundits those days thought that this scheme cannot be feasible for more than 6 to 7 months. But today, even after 50 years, the scheme has only grown in multiple places. Thereby, I would like to say that there should be a logic behind what the freebies they are giving. I'm not saying that freebies should be completely thrown away. No, that is not the answer at all. As author Will Lehman said, sooner or later there will be a cost for free stuff. And I hope our politicians and people above us learn the art of giving. Thank you.